Hi, good morning, guys. It's good to be back today. Today is Tuesday, the 30th of June, 2020. And this morning's English class, we are going to be looking at vocabulary development, and we are going to be looking at some occupations. Okay. At the end of this class, you should be able to define occupation. You should be able to mention different types of occupations. You should be able to spell the different types of occupations that we are going to look at today. First, I'd like you to know that occupation is the work a person does to earn a living. The work that a person does to earn a living is called occupation. Okay? The work a person does to be able to pay his bills or to be able to pay her bills is called occupation. A work that a person does and is known for is called an occupation. Just like your parents that go out every morning, there's something they do to be able to provide for you, and there's something people look for them because they do. Okay, so that is their occupation. Occupation is the work a person does to earn a living. Could you repeat that after me? Occupation is the work a person does to earn a living. We are going to look at different types of occupations, and then we'll learn how to spell them, and then we'll learn what they do. Okay, and the first one is an architect. Architect is spelled A-R-C-H-I-T-E-C-T. A-R-C-H-I-T-E-C-T. An architect is a person who plans, a person who designs, and who oversees the construction of buildings. The person who plans, designs, and oversees the construction of buildings is called an architect. The next one is a dentist. A dentist is the person who is specially trained to treat the teeth and the gums. So a person who treats the teeth and the gums is called a dentist. Dentist is spelled D-E-N-T-I-S-T. Dentist. Dentist is spelled D-E-N-T-I-S-T. The next one is the carpenter. The carpenter is spelled C-A-R-P-E-N-T-E-R. C-A-R-P-E-N-T-E-R. And he is the person who makes and repairs wooden objects and structures. The person who works with wood, who repairs or who makes wooden objects and structures is called a carpenter. Carpenter is spelled C-A-R-P-E-N-T-E-R. The next one is a chef. The chef is a professional cook. The chef is spelled C-H-E-F. Chef. C-H-E-F, and is pronounced chef. He is a professional cook. He's usually the one who is responsible to make food for guests at a restaurant or in a hotel. It's spelled C-H-E-F, chef. A dancer. A person whose profession is dancing is called a dancer. And dancer is spelled D-A-N-C-E-R. And dancer is spelled D-A-N-C-E-R. And a dancer is one whose profession is dancing. A detective. A detective is someone who solves crimes, okay? A detective is someone who solves crimes, and detectives could work on their own, or they could work with military agencies or the police force. A detective is a person who solves crimes, okay? And detective is spelled D-E-T-E-C-T-I-V-E. D-E-T-E-C-T-I-V-E. Detective. Doctor. A person who is specially trained to treat people that are sick is called a doctor. Doctor is spelled D-O-C-T-O-R. D-O-C-T-O-R. Doctor. Farmer. A person who owns and manages a farm is called a farmer. A farmer is spelled F-A-R-M-E-R. Farmer. F-A-R-M-E-R. Farmer. He's one who owns and manages a farm. We also have fireman. The fireman is the person who is trained to put out fires, okay? A person who is trained to put out fires. If you look at this slide, you see two men holding water hose. Okay, we can't see the fire, but we can see how they are dressed. This is exactly how firemen dress. And they are people who are trained to put out fires. Fireman is spelled F-I-R-M-A-N. F-I-R-M-A-N. Fireman. A nurse. The person who is trained to care for the sick is called a nurse. The person who is trained to care for the sick is called a nurse. A nurse is spelled N-U-R-S-E. Nurse is spelled N-U-R-S-E. Nurse. Okay, a nurse is different from a doctor. While a doctor is trained to treat people who are sick, a nurse is trained to care for the sick. So it's usually the doctor who finds out what is wrong with you and decides the treatment he's going to give you. But a nurse takes care of you while you're sick, gives you your medicines, gives you your injections, and make sure that you are as comfortable as you can be while you try to get better. A nurse is spelled N-U-R-S-E. Nurse. A lawyer. A lawyer is one who gives advice on legal matters. A lawyer is one who gives advice on legal matters. A lawyer is spelled L-A-W-Y-E-R. L-A-W-Y-E-R. Lawyer. A lawyer is one who gives you advice on legal matters. The next one we have here is a mason. A mason is someone who builds with bricks. A mason is someone who builds with bricks. Mason is spelled M-A-S-O-N. M-A-S-O-N. Mason. M-A-S-O-N. Mason. A painter. A painter is an artist who paints pictures. Okay? A painter is one who paints colors on surfaces. Okay? In this slide, you can see a man holding a brush and painting the wall. He's trying to change the color of the wall from white to blue. Okay? And he's working so hard to ensure that he does his job well. And so anyone who paints colors on surfaces is a painter. Okay? Someone who paints colors on surfaces is a painter. And painter is spelled P-A-I-N-T-E-R. P-A-I-N-T-E-R. Painter. A plumber. A plumber is the person who fixes and maintains pipes. You can see a plumber in the picture in this slide. He's holding his tools and is working in the restroom. Okay, so one who fixes and maintains pipes is called a plumber. I'd like you to really take note of the spelling of plumber and take note of the pronunciation. Plumber is spelled P-L-U-M-B-E-R. Could you spell that with me? Let's go. P-L-U-M-B-E-R. Plumber. Usually the B is silent, okay? So while we write B in the spelling, we don't pronounce B while we pronounce the word plumber. Again, it's pronounced plumber and the spelling is P-L-U-M-B-E-R. Next one we have is a pilot. The person who flies a plane is called a pilot. The person who flies a plane is called a pilot, and pilot is spelled P-I-L-O-T. Pilot. P-I-L-O-T. Pilot. Now your class task. What is an occupation? Mention 5 types of occupations and tell what you do. I'd like you to leave your answers in the comment section below this post on Edmodo, okay? Leave your answers on the comment section below this post on Edmodo, and go ahead to take your quiz and do your assignments, okay? Go through this slide again, and if you have any questions, please type them. I'll respond to them on Edmodo. Have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your class and stay beautiful. Bye.